Hello, everybody, and welcome to Love Advice TV. If this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. We created this channel, this community, specifically for you. Um, Whatever it is you're going through, right? So if it is a breakup, if you are trying to navigate a difficult relationship, if you're trying to get over somebody, if you're trying to deal with cheating and infidelity, whatever the case may be, we have created this channel to help you, to support you through your situation and your circumstances. So again, if this is your first time, subscribe. I'm one of the head coaches here at Love Advice TV and the With My Ex Again project and the Happily Committed project. Just in case you didn't know that we also have that as well. One of the questions that was sent to me recently via email that I wanted to touch upon today was one from a client that I've actually worked with for a little while, right? For quite some time. And this is a up and down relationship, right? Let's give the client a name, just, for the purposes of remaining anonymous, let's call this client Sarah. Sarah has been in a relationship with this individual for, I would say, about a year now, and it's been very up and down, hot and cold, breakups, getting back together, breakups, getting back together. And at some point, right, it comes to a point where you realize, is this something that I truly want? Is this something that I truly need? So the question came up, Coach Danny, how do I just get over this person for good? How do I get over them, and how do I do it fast, right? So the topic for today and the video that I wanted to create for you guys is how to get over your ex and fast. So let me preface this by saying it's really dependent on your situation, right? Your specific circumstance. What is the length of the relationship? What is the severity of the breakup? What is the dynamic between the two of you guys? Is it just the two of you guys? Do you guys have kids? Were you married? Like, there's so many different elements and dynamics that I have to take a look at, that we have to take a look at in order to really come up with the correct strategy, recommendation, or really just give you the advice that you're looking for, right? And that's why I usually highly recommend one-on-one coaching sessions. If this is something that you feel that you have been in for quite some time and you just don't know how to get out of it, and you are feeling like you have no option, I am more than happy to support you and walk you through that situation. I've done it time and time and time again with many clients over a period of time. So if you feel like you need the support, I'm more than happy to help you. I would highly recommend booking a one-on-one coaching session. I promise you, it will help you gain new perspective and understanding on your situation, and might even get you out of the rut that you're in. So my recommendation is head over to the website. If you are not familiar with the website, it's www.withmyexagain.com. And you can book directly on the website, and we can start working on getting you through what it is you feel you are going through, getting you unstuck from your situation. So like I was saying, Sarah was in this dynamic. It was going on for quite some time, and she just wanted to get over it fast. So the first thing that I always tell people, the first thing that I tell clients, and if you and I are working together and we're having a one-on-one coaching session, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is be patient with yourself, right? Forgive yourself. And that's a really hard thing for people to do, is to be patient with yourself, because the reality of the situation is when you are dealing with a breakup, it's not easy to just get over it like this, right? It's going to take some time. If I had a magic pill that I can give you and say, here, take this, you're going to be over your ex within 5 minutes, I would absolutely do it, because I empathize with you. I know how difficult this is, but the reality is it doesn't usually work that way. So number one, accept and acknowledge the fact that it is going to take some time. And that time is variable depending on how you process emotion, depending on every person, right? So it might take you a few weeks, it might take you a few months, it might take you a year. But that being said, the acceptance of that helps you through the process, because when we try to deny that and we try to push that away, we try to say, no, I need to rush this, I need to do this now, you are actually bringing more attention to the situation itself, which is prolonging it and making it worse. So there's a level of acceptance that has to happen here, right? Number two is really just allowing yourself to grieve. Grieve the relationship. Oftentimes we're stuck in this limbo phase because we don't want to accept the fact that the relationship is over. And part of getting over a relationship and being able to reconcile a relationship, if this is something that you want to do down the line, is accepting that it's over. Allowing yourself to feel the pain, to feel the hurt, to cry it out, to sit with the thoughts and really analyze and observe what you're feeling and why you're feeling it. So a great exercise that I give clients that seems to work pretty well is when you are having a bad day, give yourself 10 or 15 minutes in a place that you feel safe and is quiet and secluded, and allow yourself to get the emotions out. Cry it out, scream it out, do whatever it is you need to do, but set a timer, right? Set a timer on your phone for 10 or 15 minutes and say, you know what? I'm going to invest this time in really kind of getting unstuck from these emotions. And then when that timer goes off, you get up, you dust yourself off, and you keep moving and doing whatever it is that you need to do throughout the day. Now, I know that seems easier said than done, and trust me when I tell you, in the beginning, it is going to be uncomfortable and difficult, but the more you do it, the better you will feel. The more second nature it will become, and you'll actually be able to start to really move past these emotions and these feelings and start to feel better on a day-to-day basis. The third thing is bring back value to yourself, right? That should be your focus. When we are broken up with and we are in the lowest of lows, we feel valueless. We do not feel like we deserve, certain things, maybe attention, love, whatever the case may be. For some people, you may be so pissed off that you're like, no, I deserve more. And that's great because you can utilize that anger to fuel your healing. But for most of us, it's a blow to the ego. It really feeds into our insecurities and our self-esteem, right? So you may be feeling less than, worthless, all these different things. So it is important to invest the time into bringing value back to yourself. And how do you do that? It's part of the introspection and the observation and the reflection phase, right? What are the things that make you happy? What makes you happy? And if you can't think of anything that makes you happy right now, which is absolutely normal because of what you're going through, I want you to reflect back on who you were prior to the relationship and the beginning of the relationship and the things that you used to do that used to bring you joy. Write those things down and start to check them off bit by bit, right? What do you think you can handle? What can you manage? And it might be something microscopic, right? It doesn't have to be anything grandiose. It can be small little things. So maybe in the beginning of the relationship, you were a runner and you would go on a mile or a 2-mile run or a 10-mile run, whatever the case may be. Start to implement that back into your routine, either on a daily basis or a weekly basis. Maybe you had a passion or a joy for experimenting in the kitchen. Get back in the kitchen and try to make something, right? Whatever it is that would bring you joy, try to draw from that and again, implement that into your routine. And over time, you will start to feel like you are normalizing again, right? As opposed to being like this. And the last thing, if you are ready, right? So if you have gone through this period of healing and reflection and processing and bringing value back to yourself, get yourself back out on the market, right? Get back on the dating scene. Play the field a little bit, cast a wide net, start to experience human interaction again with other people. Because when you are in a place, right, emotionally and mentally, where now you have the bandwidth to exchange energy with somebody, it feels good. It feels good to feel desired, to feel wanted, to have somebody pursue you or try to court you or whatever the case may be. And that can, bring a little bit of more joy back into your life, can rebuild your confidence. But a word of caution, don't try to date too soon. I have seen this time and time and time again where clients feel like they're ready to start dating. They put themselves back onto the dating market, and the first rejection they get, you are right back to zero. It's very important to be cognizant of how you are feeling. And if you do not feel ready, if you go on an initial date and it feels like, ugh, this feels gross, listen to yourself. Maybe you just need a little bit more time, and that is okay. It doesn't mean that you're going to be isolated and secluded forever. It doesn't mean that you're going to die some old spinster woman with 16 cats. Like that's not what this means, right? This is temporary. It's not going to last forever. So again, be patient with yourself. But if you can action all of these things, right, and really start to implement it into your routine on a daily or a weekly basis, I promise you the process will go that much faster. It's not going to be overnight. That is not a solution that is possible. I am telling you right now. If you go to anybody and they tell you I can get you over your ex within 3 to 5 days, they're probably lying to you. So make sure that you are being patient with yourself and understand that it's going to take some time. If you're relating to this, which my assumption is you probably are if you're watching this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you leave a comment down below. I love to have interactions with people. I love to see what you have to say. Tell me your story. Let me know what you're going through. Maybe you have recommendations for videos down the line or something that you want to see. Anything that you put in the comment box, we read, we take a look at, we take into consideration, and we implement that in the content that we create. Again, like I said, this channel is created for you. This community is for you. So again, if you also feel like you need help, if you need a one-on-one coaching session, if you feel like you need support through this process, I am more than happy to do that for you. I will hold your hand, right? In your weakest moment, right? When you feel the most vulnerable, I have your back. I'm more than happy to support you through that. And I've helped many, many, many people in this circumstance before. So again, if you want to book a coaching session, I will put the details in the description box down below. You just click on that link and it'll take you directly to the coaching page where you can book your session. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you're staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.